year ago, I mentioned how I was going to do a video on this M series burner. Now this is not exactly that video, but what I'm going to do this video on is pretty much demonstrating how to replace a hot water circulator pump. I just got to make sure that the water is completely cut off. Apparently I'm in the boiler room. So there's the boiler, and there's the new burner. Well, it's not new, it's been on here for over a year now, but I'll make a separate video on that a little bit down the line. But I'm going to direct attention right now to this here. I gotta see how long I got before this thing shuts off. I think I got about 7 minutes. Just for the record, for those who don't know what I'm doing or what this is that I'm dealing with, what you're looking at is a hot water circulator pump for domestic hot water for drinking purposes, cleaning purposes, and showering purposes inside of a building. They use the pump to circulate the water inside of big buildings, because if you try to start using the water from scratch by waiting for the water to come out of the boiler itself, you're going to have a bunch of problems, or it's going to just simply take too long. So they put these pumps in here to constantly keep the water circulating, that way the water is constantly hot, so you have more consistent hot water. So let me get right into changing this thing out right now. I might get a plastic bag to cover that up with. I don't know if you can see it. Damn thing to shut off good. So now I have to talk about it. I want to see if I can do it without cutting the wall off. I don't want to hear anybody. I'm just going to get this one installed. Before it used to be just a bit easier to get up here because this had, before the boiler was converted to gas, had a separate heat exchanger, which I believe I showed in the very first video on the boilers, known as the side arm heater. But since we're not burning number 6 oil anymore, we're burning number 2 oil and gas. That heat exchange has been removed and has been thrown in the garbage ever since, so that's under question. Valve isn't closed all the way. We really need a wall valve. Now that I'm getting money to install that. So, in the meantime, I'm going to do this one. Shut something real quick. Okay, I can work with that. Use a little more force than what I should have there. Safety glove just to make sure I'm safe. Wire cap on that. So that's one on the top. Let's connect this one here. This one, sorry about that. Disconnecting the electrical leads on the circulator. So I actually go to work on it. Make sure that absolutely nothing to worry about. I'm going to cap it right here. It's wire number 2. Okay, so both of the electrical leads are capped off. Now we can remove the pump. Before I do that, mess around with electrical, even though I cut the power off a while ago. I don't trust nobody's electrical. the electrical line. Now, let me get back to work on the phone. Let me see if I can zoom in before I do anything else. Fortunately, I'm here by myself, so I haven't got a cameraman with me. Maybe I'll get one of my staff members to come in here. So just a little bit there. All right. Now, there technically is nothing wrong with this circulator pump. The only problem with it is that it's wrong for this setup. This is meant for a hot water heating system, not a domestic hot water system. Domestic hot water systems are for drinking purposes, washing dishes, cleaning, taking baths, showers, that type of thing. And I'll show you once I remove the pump, the two differences between what I'm going to install and this one. Okay, what's going on? I might need you to be my cameraman for a second. Okay. So I'm just gonna do, hold on. Get this guy taken out of here so I can stop renewing it.
Oh, that's where it's at. Oh.
Matter of fact, I'll do the work order later. Sections for the
Oh, so that thing right there, that's causing the rust.
This type of pump is not meant for domestic drinking purposes. This is meant for a hot water heating system.
Oh, to make the water hot?
No, this circulates the water. It doesn't make water hot. Water makes the water hot. This is meant for the hot water heating system itself.
Oh, for a hot water heating system. Oh, shit.
All right, take a closer look at the pump. You see this one here? Has all kinds of rust into it. It's making the water inside of the building brown.
Ew.
So I gotta replace this shit with it. And here's the two differences. Take a look at the difference with the pump. This is the one I'm gonna put in. As you see, this has a stainless steel body. That way there's no corrosion. Like I said, there's nothing wrong with the circulator. It's perfectly good. As a matter of fact, I'll keep it because it still works. But you see that this has a iron body or a steel body, so that's not gonna work.
Yeah, oh, wait, keep doing that?
Yep. Get this in place.
Man. So nasty.
Yes, it's in there. The way I'm going to connect this is I'm going to put these rubber gaskets out of here. And here. This is the seal. This is what keeps the seal so it doesn't leak. Once you tighten up your bolts, you're pretty much good to go. So in order to get it started, I gotta put it this way. Oh, that's good. In order to get this shit started, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one side at a time.
So it's nasty. Even like this, what's in there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because the last pump was made out of iron. And this is supposed to be a better pump than the last one that was in here. Or better than the standard because it's a little stronger. So that one certainly will work.
Oh, so when some people drinking water from the faucet, this is where it comes from, right?
This is where the hot water.
Hot water comes from.
Oh, well, it doesn't come from here. It comes from the same line that distributes the cold water. The difference is this is put in here to circulate the water, to keep the water circulating constantly. So that way you constantly have hot water. A big building like this, you can't use water and wait for it to take place or bring the massive to the street because it'll take too long to get to your apartment.
How like brownstones? Do I have those?
No, because they're a lot smaller. Brownstones are small.
Oh.
Needham is actually not very efficient. This is just a matter of convenience.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not an efficient idea because it constantly is extracting hot water out of your boiler, or not out of your boiler, from your. It's constantly making heat exchange. So
Oh,
you're actually burning more fuel.
with this right here, right?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
But I mean, when you got tenants, you have to satisfy.
Yeah.
No choice.
Oh, keep the water no hot a lot longer.
No, it just makes it easier. It gets the water up there faster.
Faster.
People go to sleep 2 in the morning, and they wake up early in the morning, like 6, 5, 6 or whatever.
Yeah.
And they start their day. They want to have hot water. So then they'll turn on this kitchen sink and wait 20 or 30 seconds. Nothing gets hot. Oh, the hot water's not working.
Yeah.
There's nobody to use it.
Yeah, that's how
There's
this.
still water that's been sitting inside of the pipe. It
Yeah.
has not heated up.
Yeah, that's how this.
So now when you go to use it after this, it's still that long, it's just taking a long time. It's like this. Picture driving.
Yeah.
If you've been driving or you're trying to get to a location and you want to get there, let's say you got to be somewhere by 6 o'clock exactly. If you left your location to get to work at 6 o'clock on the dot by leaving your location or your house at 6 o'clock on the dot, did you get there at the same time? No.
Yeah.
You're going to be late.
Yeah.
When there's traffic, you're going to do all kinds of bullshit. It's the best way to do it. You want to already be en route well before 6 o'clock if it hits. You want to be en route probably around 5:30, 5:40, depending on how far you are.
Yeah.
5:25. So this is the same thing that this does for the hot water. It just keeps it already en route. So that when people already use it, it's pretty much in demand.
In demand already. It's like my house sometimes, like say, if water's been used in a while, I wake up in the morning, I gotta like let it run for like a minute or a minute.
There's nobody to use it.
Yeah, that's how
There's
this.
still water that's been sitting inside of the pipe. It
Yeah.
has not heated up.
Yeah, that's how this.
So now when you go to use it after this, it's still that long, it's just taking a long time. It's like this. Picture driving.
Yeah.
If you've been driving or you're trying to get to a location and you want to get there, let's say you got to be somewhere by 6 o'clock exactly. If you left your location to get to work at 6 o'clock on the dot by leaving your location or your house at 6 o'clock on the dot, did you get there at the same time? No.
Yeah.
You're going to be late.
Yeah.
When there's traffic, you're going to do all kinds of bullshit. It's the best way to do it. You want to already be en route well before 6 o'clock if it hits. You want to be en route probably around 5:30, 5:40, depending on how far you are.
Yeah.
5:25. So this is the same thing that this does for the hot water. It just keeps it already en route. So that when people already use it, it's pretty much in demand.
In demand already. It's like my house sometimes, like say, if water's been used in a while, I wake up in the morning, I gotta like let it run for like a minute or a minute.